In truth, as you might know, there are not really any new ideas around. It's we are just looking in our mind always of coming to this conversion, of this change. It is a change of mind, of the perspective of limited thinking, limited perspectives, limited perception, illusionary perception. And we do arrive at the truth, right? And this is really where we need each other and where we need all the help of heaven. And so, well, I have here in front of me A Course in Miracles, and this is an accepted help from out of time given us by Jesus Christ. And you could even call the entity of Jesus Christ in any name you would like to call. It really doesn't matter, because we are learning in that mind training, in the change of mind, that it isn't about a personality, that it isn't about an idol with a certain name. See, the question and the importance will always be, how much am I willing to enter in, to step in and step into that footsteps of the truth, of a pure expression of the message that there is no word, that this is over, that how it appears like a threat and danger coming from the word or being bad in the word is really just a construct in our mind. And that construct, once we are willing to question it, once we are willing to look at it, it is brought to light. It is brought to the holiness of our mind, to the Holy Spirit. And it literally disappears there in the light, in its reality. And those are not concepts. These are actual declarations and expressions from an experience we are coming from the moment we are willing to acknowledge that God is the mind with which we think. And we are not really thinking with idle thoughts and private thoughts within what we call the ego's mind. Those are also just tools in the learning process that help us to see that we have really no connection to that imagined part of the mind at all, because it is that imagined part that makes up the separation as real, that makes up an identification real, identification to be a body, identification that there would be something out there, seemingly a creature called a virus that could threaten you or kill you. Ne? All those imaginings we want to change. We want to give to that holiness of our mind in order to see clearly. And that seeing clearly is a complete fearlessness. There is nothing to fear. And we do come then really to a new relationship with ourselves. And that new relationship is a new way of seeing and looking at everything. And so all that has been seen before as well, the virus is this creature of threatening life's existence, becomes truly something as an immense opportunity for personal growth, for personal transformation. And it becomes the opportunity for rebirth, for a new life, for experiencing love, light, happiness. That's where we welcome each other. That's only there we know each other. And I know you know what we are talking here about. And I know you know that I know. So we really can be very happy in that acknowledgement of the truth. So having said that, there's this change of being this ominous entity that could do so much harm and is threatening so much. It becomes really, I saw it somewhere on the net also, and I do like that expression. It becomes the virus of that renewal, the rebirth. It becomes the virus of love, of life, of light, of happiness. And this is what we are supposed to share. This is what we want, where heart is expressing itself, to give ourselves that core being of ourselves to everyone. And why don't we make that a virus, right? Why don't we make that so contagious that we spring into that singularity of happiness, into light, into heaven? So that's my welcome. If you have nothing else to do, please join me for this half hour, what I'm going to take here, to look at some ideas as they are presented in this Course in Miracles, coming from your own Christ mind, your own, let's say, awakened mind, your mind in perfect contact, in perfect alignment with the truth, with God Himself. Thank you. Welcome. I have here just a little bit of a transition sound and be right back. It's good to see you here. Wonderful. Thank you. This is on Spreaker.com in the Voice from Heaven. Okay.